Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm taking a look at the FV215b, the British Tier 10 heavy tank. Okay, what do you want to know about this tank? This tank has an amazing turret and it's almost impossible to penetrate it. The gun impression is okay, but it's not the best. It's 7 degrees, so you can make it work. But the hull armor is really not strong. It's actually pretty weak. So you have to hold down as much as possible with this tank, even though it doesn't have the best gun impression. The tank isn't the fastest as well, but you can equip the improved engine power boost. I do not use it because I'm not used to those boosters, so if I equip them, I never use them. So I just rather take a repair kit, otherwise it's just a waste. But if you can use them, it's perfectly fine because it will only be a good thing for you. Okay. It has it has nice penetration and it has nice HE penetration, so you can penetrate a lot of heavies and mediums in the sides with HE. It has at base it has 120 millimeter of penetration, only HE, but you could use calibrated shells and then it will go up to 132 millimeters of penetration. So I've got a replay. It's not an ace, but I think it's a really good replay to show how you should play this tank and what positions are good for this tank and which positions are not. After that I will be doing a live battle as well to try and show you how to play the tank, but then in a live replay, and then I can explain why I take the positions. So this is that replay and it's on Himmelsdorf this time. So I want to push on the left side because that's a heavy side, and the AMX and the T30 were going that way as well. But I don't want to be too aggressive because, as I said before, this tank has a really bad hull armor. So there you go, I got shot in my hull because I was not in position. But if you do not hide your hull, then you will get penetrated by almost everything. So I don't want to be too aggressive, because if I am in the position where that IS-7 is, then they can always push me, and then they got my hull armor and they can penetrate me every time. So I want to stay back a little bit and only show my turret like I'm doing right now, and I will bounce every time. So as I said before, this gun is really accurate. So as you can see, I can just snapshot the E75's hatch, and it isn't that hard. That was a badly aimed shot of me. That was my fault. So I tried to shoot the hatch again, but he moved a little bit too much, so I just shot his side armor because he was exposed. And then the T92 was there, but I could shoot him with HE because HE penetration is really nice and the side armor isn't the best. And once again I can penetrate the standard B at the front with HE so easily, even in the upper plates. So that's what I mean, use that HE because it will boost your average damage and your DPM, and that's only a good thing, and you will do better in this tank then. So I wanna shoot that hatch once again, but I aimed a little bit too low, so it bounced off the turret itself. Then I saw the E75, so I wanted to finish him off. So now I want to push. I knew that the E75 was going to peek and then shoot me in my hull, because as I said before, it's a really weak hull, so he can shoot me easily. But I just wanted to take the risk and shoot him and let him go hull down, but I set him on fire, so he died pretty fast. Only STI left, or ST1, I don't know. And there you go, track him, get some assistance damage. Yeah, then I hope to finish him off, and I just in time I could finish him off. So that's what you want to try and do with this tank. I made a little mistake at the beginning to just go forward. That was my mistake, and I was just showing my hull armor, so I got punished for that by the Foch. So you don't want to do that. Just go hull down as much as possible, especially against heavy tanks and medium tanks. Some tank destroyers like the Jaegeru or the FV183 or something, they can penetrate your turrets, but not that easy. If you just wiggle a little bit, they can still bounce, but they still can't penetrate it. So be careful for that. And now we'll be doing a live replay and try and show how to play it again. Okay, here's the live replay. I'm hoping I will be having a map where I can hull down pretty easily with a pretty limited gun depression. I'm really hoping that. Because otherwise, if you need too much gun depression, like 10 degrees for a certain position, you won't be doing a lot. Okay, mines. I think it's a pretty okay map. So, of course we're going to the hill, because if you go left here, as most heavies do, you will only show your hull armor because it's a flat terrain. So you don't want to do that, only if it's really necessary. Okay. Apparently I've got calibrated shells on right now, which isn't really what I wanted, but it doesn't really matter because it's good. It has good TPM with calibrated shells as well. Okay, there you go. Okay, I bounced with my side armor, which doesn't happen a lot. Okay. I'm not sure how I did not penetrate that. As you can see, the accuracy is doing great. Okay, there's somebody behind. The Batchat is behind me. Okay, that's bad. Okay, this guy thinks he can get away. Okay, yeah, he can. Wow. I'm not sure what's going on. A little bit early as well. There you go. A little bit of side scraping. But as I said before, don't try to side scrape with this tank because it won't end well for you. But if you really have to, just do it. I had to do it, otherwise I just had my lower plate, which is weak as hell. Even the Ace could penetrate, should be able to penetrate it. Okay, the WT there. There you go. You can penetrate a WT or something, or a grill, like everywhere, even on the hull, which you cannot do it with every tank. He's probably still there. Okay, yeah, he's dead. His WT is probably still there. There you go, I had him. He's a one-shot now. I'm wondering if he will be trying that once again. But I know there's another WT. Oh no, he's dead. Oh, never mind. Then I'm a bit free right now. Okay. Okay, I want to try that hatch. There you go, accuracy. So this is a really good position for this tank as well, because they cannot see my hull, even if they are looking at me, which they are not doing right now. But they cannot see my hull, and they only see my turret, so that's impossible to penetrate that, especially if you're using your gun depression, and they cannot see your hatch, which is really difficult to penetrate as well. I used calibrated shells there, which I do normally not do, but you can do it because it will boost your HE penetration. I think I will be doing another battle, because this one was rather short and boring. Okay, this map. I don't really like this map for this tank. The only way you can go is actually in the middle or the left side, not the left side, it depends on which side your spawn is, on the medium side. Okay, need to wait until I spawn. Okay, let's see. We're going on the right side, accept the mouse. I think I want to go in the middle. Yes. In situations like this, when you just spawned and you want to be fast, it's really handy to have that special engine booster, but I don't at the moment, so I'm not fast. Oh, the HE was on the tracks. You should be able to penetrate a AMX 50B easily in the side, as you can see even there. That was badly aimed of me. That's not the tank's fault. Okay. The leopard is doing very annoying from the other side of the map. Sheridan saw me. Oh, that was pretty close. Okay, the AMX, what am I saying? The FV. As you can see, he's trying to side scrape, which is pretty effective. He got my lower plate, wow. I think I'm going to back up. Maybe he will be able to shoot me once again. He got my track, okay, that's good. I'm not going to repair. Now I'm held down and he won't be able to do a lot. Oh, I just missed that. I should have been able to hit that. I'm not. The chieftain is really being stupid right now. And the mouse is being in the way now as well. This is just amazing. Mouse, there you go. Okay, I want to push now. Maybe a bit too late. Chieftain's probably going to die. Okay, mouse is here as well. Oh wow. Well done. I should have been able to. There you go. Another Sheridan. Okay, there you go. This one wasn't too great, but still a win. Alright, that was a really bad battle actually. But yeah, well, I think the first battle was fine then. Okay, with consumables, I just take the repair kit, the large repair kit, and the adrenaline. But you could use one of these two because this one makes you really fast for a pretty long time, and this reactive armor reduces the damage that you're taking. But I'm not used to these two, so I never use them, so I don't equip them either. But if you are good with those things, it will only make you a better FV driver. Provisions, I take the enchanted sandbag armor because this tank doesn't have a lot of hit points. It didn't get a lot of hit points when all the heavies got the hit points buff, so it still doesn't have a lot of hit points. I take the improved fuel to make the tank faster because the tank isn't fast. And after that I take the pudding MT because that makes the tank a little bit better in every way. Then I take 18 AP rounds, 8 APCR rounds, and 9 HE rounds. Make sure to carry enough HE rounds because, as I said, it has really nice HE penetration, and some battles you will face a lot of tanks that you can penetrate with the HE, and you will be using that HE a lot in those battles, and you don't want to run out of HE in those battles, otherwise you will lose a lot of damage that you could do with HE. So with equipments, you can either take calibrated shells to boost your HE penetration and AP and APCR, but I take the gun rammer. Then defense system, because you won't be ramming a lot of tanks with this tank, so I take defense system. Then improved optics because camouflage net is only for TDs. Then it takes supercharge, even though it doesn't snipe a lot and the penetration is fine, but the aiming time is just amazing already, so I don't really see the point to take this one. Then the hit points buff, because as I said before, it doesn't have a lot of hit points, and if you take the hull plus 4% hull armor and turret armor, it won't do a lot because the turret already has amazing armor, so it won't be much better, and the hull armor has really bad armor, so it won't be a lot better as well. So I take more hit points. Then the engine accelerate, because I think the, improved control is only for TDs that are really bad at that are really slow at turning. So I wanna improve the mobility overall and not only the traverse. I don't have these last three, but I would take the refined gun because it makes it more accurate, and as I said before, it's already accurate, but the aiming time is already really nice, so it's not worth it to even make it better, so I would make it more accurate instead. Then I take toolbox because enchant tracks is just useless, and after that I would take this one, high-end consumables, because especially if you got that booster, that engine booster, and the other one, because it will increase the timer of how long it will be activated. So I would take that one. So yeah guys, that was my opinion about this tank. I hope this video was a bit useful for you guys. It's really a fun tank to play if you know how to play it, so it's really worth it. But if you're not used to this kind of tanks, if you're only used to heavies like an E100 or a mouse or whatever, then consider first training this kind of tanks and then going for it, because many people go for this tank and then they play it like a normal heavy and they just get demolished. So make sure that doesn't happen to you. So I hope this video was a bit useful. Thank you for watching guys, and I catch you in the next one.